Hi, welcome back to my channel. I was just about to give myself a haircut and I thought, why not just sit down and film it so you guys can see how I do it, because who doesn't like saving some shmoney and doing things yourself if you can at home? Anyone besides fake doctors who hate me on Instagram? No? Okay. I haven't had a haircut since September of 2018, so it's been about like 9 months and I think I am due. It is so long. I still want to see how long I can get it before I get frustrated, so I am still growing it out, so I'm not going to be cutting too much, but right now it's all kind of just one length and I want to put some layers in it, maybe give myself a little bit of a face frame because it's all just looking a little smooshy right now. I know hairdressers and a lot of people like to say that you should get regular haircuts to maintain the health of your hair. I personally believe that's not true for everyone. So if you color your hair a lot or if you use a lot of heat on your hair, then you should be getting regular trims because you're going to cause split ends, and then if you don't cut that split end off, it's going to split up the entire hair shaft and eventually look damaged and just prevent hair growth, and it's not going to be a fun time. So if you do those two things, then yes, get regular haircuts. If you're more like me and you don't really do much to your hair, then I think you need to just monitor your hair. For me, what I do is if I notice a change in my hair and I notice like the ends are just feeling a little rough, that's when I know it's time for me to get a haircut. But before we get into the video, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video because I am quite possibly the worst YouTuber of all time and it really helps me out and it's very encouraging. And let's get straight into the snip. Number one, you want to make sure that your hair is completely straight. And the reason for that is because you're going to be able to see where you're cutting and where it's a little heavy, where it's not heavy, and you're going to get a more even haircut like that. I have a hole in my shirt because I'm not a very glamorous human being. You gotta make sure that there are no tangles in your hair, so just use a brush to brush out all the tangles. My favorite brush is this one right here by Sally's Beauty Supply. Well, it's not by Sally's Beauty Supply, I got it at Sally's Beauty Supply. It's by Ion and it's their Golden Wood series. This is just a gigantic paddle brush. They have a bunch of different sizes, but this is my ride or die. I have gone through every single brush that is on the market. I've used a Tangle Teaser, I've used a wet brush. I liked it for a short period of time, but I always come back to this guy right here because I just love it so much for my hair. You want to make sure that you have some really good secure hold hair elastics. I like to use this skinny one for the bottom of my hair, and for the top of my hair I like to use this fatter one. This is from Claire's and these are the best elastics ever. They're like $1. Amazing. If you feel like hair elastics pull your hair and you're uncomfortable and they hurt, try these ones from Claire's. You're also going to need some shears. Please don't use kitchen scissors for this. I know a lot of people like to cut their hair with kitchen scissors, but just don't. Invest in a really good pair of scissors. Your hair will thank you and your future haircuts will thank you. These are by the brand Cricut. I got these from Sally's Beauty Supply for like 50 bucks, but they have a whole different variation of prices that you can go. You can get scissors for like 20 bucks or you can pay up to like $300, $400, $500. It just depends on how much you want to invest on your scissors. I don't think that you need a super crazy expensive pair of scissors unless you're doing this as a profession, but if you're just gonna be cutting your own hair at home or if you're just gonna be cutting a friend's hair, just get like a nice low mid-range pair of scissors. Totally worth it. Onto this tutorial. The first thing that you're gonna do is brush the tangles out of your hair and we're gonna tie our hair into a ponytail. Now you're not gonna do a super high 80s ponytail. You're gonna bring it all the way up to the front as if you're a unicorn. We are gonna bring our unicorn dreams to life. Next, you are going to just secure your ponytail in place. You wanna make sure that all the hair in the ponytail is smooth, and then you're just gonna secure the middle of the hair with another elastic. And then I am going to put an elastic where I want to cut my hair. And this is where I like to use a smaller elastic because it's not as fat as the other elastics and I can really get precise with where I'm cutting my hair. Now this is going to go at the very tip of the hair. If you want to cut more of your hair, you totally can. So after you secure your last elastic into place, you're just going to start cutting. First, we're gonna cut straight across, and we're gonna do a blunt cut right across just to get some of that length off and get the dead ends off. And then you are going to start point cutting the hair. And point cutting just means that you're just gonna cut into the hair so that you don't have a solid straight line. It's kind of like jaggedy, and I know it sounds a little scary to have jaggedy hair, but it looks much more beautiful in the long run because it doesn't look like your mom put a bowl on your head and just cut your hair for you. It looks really natural. It doesn't make your hair look so bottom heavy, and it just gives you a really overall nice effect. So these are the layers that it gave me. I never used to have that before. They all used to kind of just be here, which I really like. Sure, it makes me look like I am Mike Tyson. Please no "are you pregnant" comments. Your girl is just comfy and hungry, okay? But yeah, loves it. Okay, so for the front angle, you totally don't have to do this if you like the way that your layers are sitting, but because I look like the girl from The Grudge, I like to cut a little bit of an angle in the very front of my hair. You want to start where your nose is. That's like the middle of your face. And you want to go up and create a center part. Now, I don't like to make it completely perfectly straight. If the hairs are a little here and there, it's fine because that's how my hair naturally lays. Then you're going to take a 2-inch section. So you're going to go 2 inches back, 2 inches, roughly 2 inches. You don't have to use a measuring tape. I'm just showing you so you can see visually how far I'm going back. And then you're going to part your hair from the very top of that 2 inches to the very top of your ear, and you're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I like to take a triangular crescent shape 1 inches up from the center part, and that is going to be our shortest face frame layer area. So you're just going to take a triangular kind of a crescent shaped piece 1 inches up, and you're gonna smooth it down all the way straight down, and you want to see where you want to cut it. I like to keep it chin-ish area. So my tip is to make it a little longer than you want it to be at the end, because after we do a straight across cut of that bang, we are going to cut into it and make some pieces shorter and make it a little bit more jaggedy so that it's softer and it's not so heavy on the front of your face. Then you're just going to let all of the hair out, and you're going to go back to your middle part. And I like to use a facial shaving razor, but you can also purchase razors from Sally's Beauty Supply. It's entirely up to you, but I like these razors because they're like $2 and they work really well, and they work just the same. And I just like to eyeball a front angle, just using the shortest bang piece as a guide, just to kind of go down the hair. Make sure that you're cutting downwards in a choppy motion and not back towards the back of your head, because if you cut back towards the back of your head, you're going to cut a hole in your hair. You want to go downwards at an angle. Got a different chair so that you guys can possibly see all of my hair in full frame. I apologize that you can't fully all the way. So here is how the hair looks. It's very subtle on me because I didn't cut off too much. You guys saw I just cut off a small little piece, but the more you cut off, the more layers you're gonna see. I just wanted to cut off the dead ends. I love this haircut because it is so simple to do for beginners. You can trim easy layers in your hair at home and save yourself a lot of money. I think I gave you all the information that I possibly could, but if I did miss something, leave me your questions in the comment section below. Also, leave me your suggestions on what you want to see on my channel next. I am getting an itch to do a makeup tutorial, and I know people don't really watch makeup tutorials anymore, or so I've heard, but I don't know, I just want to sit down, do my makeup, and just talk. It would be nice just to sit here and chat with you guys. Anyways, I am rambling because I really missed just sitting and talking to the camera. On Instagram it's so different because I'm just like, whereas over here I feel like I'm talking to you guys in real life. So that's about it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something new. Again, subscribe if you haven't already, because please. And that's about it. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.